I would bet $1,000 on the second one.
Okay, well then we'll start with the second one.
Oh no, I owe you $1,000.
What's up, nerds? I don't like it already. What? Is that what you do? What's up, nerds? I'm Cory Bergeron. You are watching Cory Bergeron Recordings. Today we're doing the Kemper Blindfold.
That's terrible.
That was terrible.
What's up, nerds? My name is Cory Bergeron, and you are watching Cory Bergeron Recordings, and this is another Kemper Blindfold Challenge, a game where I profile a real guitar amp, and I get the owner of the guitar amp to try and guess which one is the real amp and which one is the profile. The guest on today's episode is me.
Okay, so our singer quit like 2 days ago, so we're not gonna have any vocals tonight.
Today I'll be using this Fender Twin here. I'm going to be running it on clean, as well as I'm going to be using a rat distortion pedal through the Twin because that's what I use live. In order for me to be doing the challenge fairly, I need someone else behind the scenes switching between the profile and the amp and keeping track of which one is which. So I'm going to introduce my friend here, Mr. YouTube. So you have to interview me.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Are you filming me? Yes. What amp are we using?
So we're using a Fender Twin, which is an amp that I've used live and an amp that I've used in the studio. It's an 100-watt amp. You can put any sort of drive pedal into it, and it usually takes it really well.
What do you think of the Kemper?
Well, I own one. I'm a little biased because I want it to work because I spent a lot of money on it. I've been doing these profiles for maybe the last month, and I'm pretty impressed with how they've turned out so far. The Kemper profile challenges have been reassuring to me because I've had 2 people do them and they've managed to get 1 or 2 of them wrong. So the fact that it can fool like an experienced guitar player is good.
How do you think the Kemper's gonna do?
So we have 2 profiles today, and one's clean and one's with a distortion pedal. From what I've seen in the past, I'm thinking that if we do this challenge, I will probably be able to figure out the distorted one. I think the clean one will be a bit of a toss-up.
You know, what's your strategy going into this?
Okay, my strategy going into this, which I think is a little bit of what Calvin did, it's playing the guitar, but also trying to hear how the guitar interacts with the amp or the profile. So instead of just playing like really cool riffs, I'm gonna try and like maybe play some wacky stuff just to kind of like hear how the guitar is interacting with the profile.
Have you ever actually used the Kemper live though?
I'm a little hesitant to using it live, not for any sonic quality, just for the simple fact that this thing is worth about 15 times the amount my actual guitar amp is worth. So if someone walks off stage with this, that's going to be devastating. But if someone walks off stage with my guitar amp, it's not the end of the world. But don't do that.
Okay. You got anything else?
No, let's lose all my credibility and
dive in.
Dive in.
Clean test. Tone 1.
Alright, I'm a little nervous. So this is the clean profile, so I'm gonna play guitar and guess it right. Oh, that's the Kemper. Dude, that's 100% the Kemper. So right off the bat, and it might be just because I'm feeling skeptical, but I feel like this is the Kemper because, how do I even put this into words? The way it reacts dynamically is slightly different, but it's just something that I've noticed from playing my Kemper in the past, and I could totally be wrong, and now I'm nervous. Okay. That sounds like a guitar, but...
That sounds like a guitar. What are you looking for right now?
Trying to play with my volume knob here. It's not going to make as much of a difference on the clean setting, but I'm just trying to see different ways of how whatever I'm listening to is reacting to what I'm playing. Okay, I think I'm done playing that, whatever one that is. I'm gonna go ahead without playing the other one. My initial reaction is I think this is the Kemper, and I've kind of said that the whole way through, so I'm gonna feel like a big idiot if I'm wrong. But hey, that's the fun of the game. Well, the first thing I'm gonna do when I start the next one is I'm gonna go on the guitar, and I'm gonna see if that reacts differently, more like a real amp. Or maybe I'm gonna figure out that I'm full of shit. I'm nervous. I'm gonna start sweating soon. Okay.
Get out of here.
Mr. YouTube's gonna change it.
Clean test. Tone 2.
This is the clean tone. This is the second one. Cory's still gonna play the guitar.
I'm hoping that when I play, there'll be some light, there'll be some clarity. Jeez. Okay, now I think this is the Kemper. This is gonna sound weird, but when I played the first one, I was like, this sounds good, but it sounds like a little like limited or quantified. So I was hoping that when I use this, it would be a little bit more natural, but now I'm feeling that this is sounding more quantified. So basically what I'm telling you is that I'm totally in my head. This is gonna be tough, but I'm gonna play a little bit more guitar, and I'm gonna try and get a better, make some sense, I don't know. Alright, okay.
You got it?
I have made some sense of this. This is gonna sound so crazy. So the first one, I'm still going with the first one being the Kemper. I think the second one is the real amp, but I prefer the sound of the first one. And my reason for thinking the second one is the real amp is because when I'm playing dynamically there, the like snap and poppy kind of stuff, to me it sounds more like a real amp. I can't explain it more than that for what it's worth. To me it sounds like a real amp. And because when I'm playing, there's like this chimey, ringing frequency, a frequency that if I was recording a guitar, I would notch it out, which wasn't in the first one, or at least I didn't hear it in the first one. And when you record real guitar amps, like that happens. You get these resonant frequencies. So when I'm playing, there's a really chimey thing. So that's my guess. First one, Kemper. Second one, real amp. I now feel the stress.
That's final answer?
Final answer, yeah. I'm right. I know I'm right. I'm totally right. I have to be right.
High gain test. Tone 1.
This is the first test for the distorted amp. That's right.
You did it, yeah, you did it. Sounds good. It sounds like a twin, a rat pedal, and a Telecaster. So it sounds good. I don't really have an opinion right now. It's definitely like a usable sound. I'm gonna mess around with some of the like dynamics. I'm gonna play a little quieter and see if that brings any light to this. Interesting. Okay, so I just dropped my pick. I just played like at 0 and then like slowly turned it up, and it sounded like a tube amplifier where the distortion was gradual, like the gain going up reacted like a tube amp. Now, if I'm playing through a pedal and going into an amp, I don't think it should react that way, which makes me think it's a profile. Yeah, this might be like really nerdy guitar player stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that this is the Kemper. That's cool. I have never like ever thought that. That was like a game time decision. So if I'm right, I'm a genius. If I'm wrong,
High gain test. Tone 2.
It's the second test for distortion now. Cory thinks it's Kemper so far. Okay. We've got it.
Let's figure out what this one is. Volume up. I suck at guitar, but this sounds awesome. This, I'm gonna say right off the bat, is the amp. That to me sounds better. The distortion sounds like it's reacting the same. There's like something in the high end that sounds, I don't know, pleasant. If this, I'm gonna say what Robbie said. If this isn't the Kemper, What did Robbie say? Let's do what I did in the last one where I go from 0 volume and I bring it up slowly and we'll see how it reacts. My prediction, it's going to be different. It's going to break up differently because... Okay, I'm not going to explain it. I already tried.
Yeah, we know what you mean.
Okay.
It should be distorted right away this time, right?
Yeah. Oh, crap.
Sounds the same to me.
So far, uh-oh. Less uh-oh. Way less uh-oh. Without playing too much more, I'm gonna go ahead and say that that is the real amp. My final answer is Kemper number 1, real amp number 2, for the reason that 1, I just like the way the high end sounds on this, and 2, that when I turn the volume up slowly, it sounds like this one's reacting like a guitar pedal would, where the other one was reacting like a guitar amp would, and that's what I think the profile would try and recreate. So that's my final answer.
Final answer?
Final answer.
You're set? Okay, ready? Yeah.
Results.
So, beforehand, how do you think you did?
I think I had a tougher time on the first one because the differences seemed to be less between the two. And when I played the first one, I was really confident that it was the Kemper. And then when I played the second one, I got all confused. That wouldn't go either way. I think the second one, the distorted one, I think I nailed that one. I will be surprised if I'm wrong.
How much would you bet that you got it right? Would you be willing to put at stake $1,000?
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. I would bet $1,000 on the second one.
Okay, well then we'll start with the second one.
Oh no.
You don't want to start with the second one?
We can. Okay. It made it sound like I'm gonna get it wrong.
So you guessed Kemper for the first one and real for the second one. The answer was Kemper for the first one, real for the second one.
You owe me $1,000. That goes back to what I said originally. When it comes to the distorted ones, there's something with the high end that's a little different. And then when I was doing the volume thing, that was, to me, the nail in the coffin. So, okay, 1 for 1 so far. Feeling good.
Feeling good?
Okay, I don't like that smile.
No. For the clean, you guessed the first one was Kemper and the second one was the real amp. And the answer was the first one was a Kemper and the second one was a real amp.
The only thing that led me to believe that the real amp was the second one was that resonant frequency. And when I make profiles, they don't seem to have that same interaction. So I heard it a little bit on the second one, and that's what kind of sold me on that. So that's cool that there's actually some logic behind it.
So yeah, what's this say about the Kemper and the real amp and the future of ampnology?
Well, I think the future is definitely digital. It makes too much sense. Even if there's, let's say, a 3% sonic difference, and you could argue that it is a negative difference, the reality is having one unit that's able to do so much is so much more worthwhile than having one unit that's 3% better at one specific thing.
Well, yeah, it makes a difference. I couldn't tell the difference between the clean and the two ones. I didn't even know. Which makes me think about the next video you should watch on my channel. Come over to my channel where we also did the same thing, because I have no idea what's going on. If you want to learn more about how the Kemper works and test your ears a little bit more, then come over to my channel. Please.
Please.
Thanks for watching Cory's video, but I'm sure you'll do it later. Bye. See you in 2 seconds on my channel. Are you gonna finish it off? Be like, what's up, guys?
No, that's the outro.
That's the outro?
Yeah.
I didn't do that with outro in mind.
This is the outro. Bye.